Okay, so whoever said that Afro is not a hit style or is not, I beg to differ, okay? Because I looked different than everybody in that place and I was getting a lot of. Hey guys, what's up? All right, Vanny0295 coming at you today to show you what I'm going to do with my hair. Oh, this ain't my hair, you know what I mean. Um, My hair though. I miss my hair. Okay, I thought I was going to and my hair is getting a little fuzzy in the top too. So what I've been doing is like just putting my lock it up and wrapping it and slicking it down in the mornings. All right, so um I miss running my hand through my hair. I miss, looking at my hair. And my friend Arlene the other day had sent me a text to say, "Do you think you're obsessed with your hair like we?" And she had, the thing. And I was just like, "No, but I think it's nice to the fact that we fell in love with our hair again. But I miss it. And I know the purpose of getting this thing done because I'm so busy. And I'm so busy, but yet still I find time to come on here, right? Which is a part of my obsession, I guess. And I am OCD. So once I have something in my head, it's kind of hard to get it out. But I have eight research paper that I have to read and write the annotated bibliography for. And my accent just always makes that word just seems wrong, but um, that's a lot of work that I have to do. And can you believe that I've only done two because I have other classes to get done and the assignment is due tonight at midnight. I have class today and I have a study session that I'm going to at 11. So I'm an hour away, so I have to leave here at least like 9:30 and it's coming on 8 o'clock. So I really should try to at least read something before I have to get dressed to go to school. So, but I'm going to come on real quick and show you guys what I plan to do with my hair. Now, I think it was last week. No, the week before, I had done a hairstyle where I had done flat twist on the sides and pinned it up in the back, and you guys wanted to see how I did it, but it was just basically a flat twist, and I didn't think that you guys would have needed to see me do it because it was, but I'm gonna do it with my braids, and I'm sure it's not gonna look the same. Um, but I'm gonna do it and see what it looks like. All right. And while I do that, I'm gonna tell you guys what happened to, not what happened, but what I did to my daughter this morning. My poor daughter is at school, probably traumatized. When I take her in the morning, I have to take her to the bus stop, which is 7 minutes away. We live in the country, and her school is like 30 minutes away. And instead of taking her to school, we got, they have like shuttle buses from the school that goes to the different towns and pick the kids up. And it's much cheaper than, the gas that you'd have to take her to school. So, that's what we did. So I always make it a point to have a conversation while I'm taking her there. Like I'll have like some topic or whatever I want to discuss with her. So I'm basically just doing the flat twist. No rhyme or reason. I think you guys know how to do flat twist. So I'm just going to take this and then just wrap it and pick something up as I go. Okay. I got to see because I'm using the camera as mirror. Yeah. So this morning I didn't really have anything to talk about, but if I don't have something to talk about, she will pick something to talk about. So when we got in the car, her topic of conversation was college. And um, she talked about the Juilliard thing again. And yeah, I know I need to be supportive, but I always say make sure you have plan B. So she said it on our own. Like, I know, Mom, I'm gonna have other plan Bs, um, because I'm gonna apply to other schools. So I was thinking, great, it's sinking. She's only in the eighth grade, so I got time anyways. But I think you should always plant the seed from now. Like, not that you have to go to college, but I mean, whatever it is that you want from your kids, you plant the seed from they're younger. So that's what I've been doing. And so she fixated on Juilliard, but I don't really care what college she go to as long as she's going to college. Um, but anyways, I'm just pinning the ends for now until I get to pin it up. And I was just like, good. So then I said to her, I said, oh, all the college is great. So you can pick a school in Georgia. And she was like, Mom, I'm not going to school in Georgia. I was like, why? She's like, well, I want to experience other states. And I said, Simone, you've been to other states. you know? She was like, Mom, I just want to live in another state than Georgia. So I was just like, okay, that's fine. But I really do think you need to be closer to home because, you can always come home and eat whenever you want to. You can live on campus, but if you're in the state, you could always drive home whenever you wanted to. She was like, no, Mom, I don't want to be in Georgia. And it kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I remembered when I wanted to move away to get away, it's just like, oh, I can't wait, to get away or whatever. And it really hurt my feelings because she's 13, it's just like, why are you thinking about moving away already? And I said, Simone, but you see, I said, anyways, you might change your mind. She's like, no, Mom, I'm not going to change my mind. So I said, Simone, I remember like 2 years ago, you would say, Mom, I want to live with you forever. I'm gonna get, because we have like a lot of land. She's like, I'm gonna build a house, whatever, and I'm gonna live, whatever. And I'm like, now it changed, and it really hurt my feelings, So I was just like, okay, um, I think you want to get away. So then she was like, Mom, I just want to go to another state. So I was just like, oh, okay, that's fine because by the time you're finished with high school, I'm already going to have my PhD and I am going to just wait till you get a college, you go off to college, and then I'm going to move and be at furthest an hour from you. She was like, no, Mom, you can't do that, Mom. That's like stalkerish, Mom. You can't do that. Moms are not supposed to do that. And I said, who dictates what Mom does? I said, I want to be close to my kids, so I'm going to take the family. I said, better yet, I'll even get a job at your college. How does that sound? And she literally like wasn't really in tears, but she was taking me seriously. And I don't even know if I was serious. Maybe why you want to get away from me? So I thought it was so funny. And, I always make it a point too that, when she gets off to the bus, I was like, oh, have a good day and I love you or whatever. And, you could tell like in her voice she was like, okay, this is looking a little too neat, want to match it up. Okay, she was like, hold on, let me start over. You could tell from her voice that she really took me seriously, as if, I don't know, maybe the kids in my school are talking about it, but she was like, oh my gosh, my mom is really going to move, because she knows most of the time if I say I'm going to do something, I do it, right? She's really gonna move where I go to college. Oh, that's funny. I literally traumatized her. I'm gonna see if what she says when I pick her up. If she, normally if something's bothering her, she's like, Mom, are you really gonna? I said, Simone, when I was in college, I was like hungry. I didn't listen to my mom because my mom wanted me to stay, and I went away. So she's like, yeah, but I'm gonna get a job. And I was like, well, things are very expensive now. So can you imagine when you are, going to be, 4 years from now when you're going to be in college? And I'm just going to pin it up. And I want this to kind of come over like that. Yeah. So she's like, I'll just get a job. I'm going to be fine. And I was like, so she said, Mom, were you hungry? And I said, I was very hungry. I do want to stick out a little bit. Yeah, I was very hungry and I wish I had listened to my mom, you know. So she was like, "You were hungry, Mom?" She said, "Well, I'm gonna save." And I said, "That's still not gonna be enough." She's like, "Did you save?" And then before I even answer, she's like, I know you saved, but I didn't save." Who was gonna save in high school to go off to college to pay bills, you know? Like that, you just wasn't even thinking that way. So that's another thing I'm gonna have to say to encourage her when she gets to high school, um, to put away something. Um, yeah, so let me show you the back. I have no idea what it looks like, but maybe it's nice to have these little things sticking out anyways. All right, so, but I just thought it was so funny. Should I even do a thing? So I'm gonna go read and then get dressed. Maybe I'll match my flower with my outfit. Okay, so I gotta get a mirror and look at the back and see what the backs look like. So let me show you again. Should I take this thing? I might take this, the ends, and stick it in, like pin it in or something. All right, guys. So this is what I'm going to rock today. Kind of sophisticated with the braids. Maybe I'll just let this thing string here. I rambled, but you guys got to do out of it. Bye.